Hello, so welcome back to Dead Secret Circle on the Oculus Quest 2. So we're on with part 3. Let's continue with our clues. It's time to go over the notes. So I saw a room in my dream, but I went there and it was wrecked. Who lived there? It was Rose Chan. Her apartment's trashed. Where could she be? I think Rose is retired. What was her profession? She was a herbal medicine doctor. She's running it from her apartment now. Who's Rose's client? Drug ring, maybe. Hey, I did say she was a drug dealer in the last video. I'm getting there. The head's on. What did I find in Rose's apartment? I am cancer. What? Depression just proves how weak I am. Pain is reliable. None of these are good. A cassette tape. A Japanese word, Ikiryu. Good thing I still have that book about Japan on my shelf. That's what we'll read next. There's something here, I know it, but I think finding it is going to hurt. Ooh. Let's read the book. The Japanese book, I think it was this one. Modern Japanese Mysticism and Historical Roots by F. Rook and H. Kono, with a foreword by H. Bullitt. Is it going to let me read it? Right, so I need to find some goggles that are going to help me see. Oh, the mask is missing. Someone's been in. And here's the goggles. They took the mask, they didn't take the goggles. Talk to Rose. Press Y to equip your goggles. Well, that's new. What the hell is that? Seek the laughing man. Quit. You don't deserve it. He'll kill again. Failures. That was horrifying. Just die. No thanks. I don't think I will. Right, do we go to bed? You are nothing. Oh, well, this game likes to make me feel good about myself. There's something on there. What's this? It's another cassette tape. Sounds like it wants me to seek the laughing man. Seek the laughing man. He didn't love you anyway. Alright, okay. Can I go to bed yet? Ooh. Where am I now? Somewhere spooky and scary. Hello, bed. I hear growling. There's some sort of monster or animal. What's this? It's a broken beacon.
Dear Dr. Hathaway, I don't know what to think. Each night I dream of familiar places that I've never been. It feels so real. Oh, and I found out what Ikiryu means.
Did I?
It's a living ghost, a spirit that wanders off while the body's asleep. Weird, huh?
Oh.
Dr. Hathaway, something else to tell you. Josie Herrera's mask from the woodcutter case, it's gone. Not only that, I found another one of those strange tapes. Someone's been in my place. Today, I'm finding some way into one of the apartments. His name is Bram Holleran, and he's definitely hiding something.
Investigate Brown's apartment. So, the Ikiryu is a spirit or entity that wanders off whilst the body is asleep. Now, I've been going to sleep and having weird dreams. So do we think that I'm an Ikiryu and I'm actually going to these places in my sleep, then returning once awake? That's just a thought, just a theory. Stick with me. Now I'm going to sneak into Bram's house. Hi, mate. Long time no see. Hello, Edmund.
You? Again? No one ever teach you to knock.
Yes, me again. I need your help.
Yeah, well, get in line, Toots. Everybody needs help today. Harriet's got leaky faucet, Janet's fridge is kaput, and Bram called 3 times to see if the postman's come yet. Now you barge in here with something, and you don't even live here.
Well, I feel like I live here. Bram's waiting for a letter, eh?
Yeah, from some magazine he sends articles to. So he's got a mailbox, same as everyone else. Who cares?
Do you have Bram's phone number?
No, but he sure as hell has mine. I swear, he calls again, I'm telling him to go and get that damn thing from the post office himself.
That would be a good idea. I need him out of the apartment. Or I could tell him that his parcel's arrived and then run up there.
So what you want, anyhow?
The elevator's stuck on the third floor.
Yeah, it does that. I'll get to it. Maybe next week.
Yeah, you don't really seem to be having much luck with that lift.
Scram!
Oh, I was talking to you. Ooh, a tape.
What if mountain worship isn't actually about the mountain? What if Shugendo and practices like it were meant to train the brain to help bridge the wall between the conscious and the subconscious?
It's a fair point.
Could it be that the Eightfold Path is itself a road to idiofocus?
It could be. Right. Do we have any phone numbers on here? No. Hello again. I need the phone number, I'm afraid.
I thought I told you to scram. Take a hike, will ya? So what you want, anyhow?
Get lost. What can I do for you?
Christ's sakes, probably got out of the room again. Last time, he's about to break his neck on the stairs. Better go check he ain't stuck or nothing. Kids, yuck.
Right. So we've got rid of Edmund. I'm going to try and steal Brad's phone number. Don't know the key to that. Nothing in there. Edmund, Prisbiak, Super, Colm, Halloran, Vacant, Janet Easley, Hubert and Harriet, Crane, Rose Chan, Vacant. Yes. Oh, give me that. Fatally Framed. Read this book while he's out. Realization. Heather maneuvered the Volvo onto the interstate and her spirit soared. As the small town receded into the distance, she felt as if a great weight had been lifted from her shoulders. Thanks to her sleuthing and more than a little luck, the killer of Crystal Cove was behind bars where she belonged. Still, something bothered her about the case. A nagging doubt tugged at her consciousness, begging for attention like a puppy. Disturbing her jubilant mood, the case was closed, the murders solved. But something just didn't fit. Why had the killer returned to her home, come all the way back across town to hide the bloody pliers under her bed? It would have been simpler, surely, to dispose of them closer to the scene of the crime. Why risk implicating herself? After all, she'd left 3 screwdrivers and a pickaxe in the victim, so why keep the pliers? And why hadn't Rex, the vicious attack dog, tried to bite Dr. Manfred Jones as he had everyone else? Did Dr. Jones have some connection to the victim? Finally, there was still unidentified third victim there, John Doe. He was the only one to have been killed with a blowtorch, not by the killer's signature bloodletting routine. They had all assumed he was Will Stilton, Rex's owner, who had been missing for 2 weeks, but Stilton's wife said he had lost 3 of his toes to a Japanese grenade, and the corpse Heather had inspected in the morgue had all of its digits intact. And if John Doe wasn't Will Stilton, might Will Stilton be alive and well, and operating under an assumed identity? What if he had undergone surgery to hide his identity? Surgery of the type that Dr. Jones is famous for. What if the killer of Crystal Cove wasn't Abigail Thompson after all? Heather slammed on the brakes, whipped a Volvo across 2 lanes of traffic, and executed a squealing U-turn over the pain-free driver. This case isn't over yet. Far from it. It's a design magazine. The number 2 is written on the square of the cover. What's that mean? You tell me. Number 2. Heather wrote suspense stories. Leave no stone unturned. Last cigarette ad airs tonight. Oh, Edmund won't be happy. January 1st, 1971, New York. The last television ad for a cigarette will air tonight on the Johnny Carson Show. Per legislation signed by President Nixon last year, ads for tobacco products are banned from television and radio beginning tomorrow. The ban is the latest blow against the tobacco industry, which has been under increased public scrutiny since a 1969 report by the Surgeon General linked smoking to low birth weight. Health advocates are quick to point out that President Nixon, a smoker himself, supported the legislation. I guess the residents call Edmund over every little thing. I get the feeling he really cares for them. I think he does too. But we need a telephone number. Aha, filing cabinets. No, come back here. Emergency contact information. Colm Halloran, Janet Easley is disconnected. Okay. Hubert Crane and Rose Chan. What about the guy I need? So the one number I need is the one number that's not there. Popular tools. Hey, we've got another comic snippet. I'll have to figure out this. Okay, so we have number 2, number 28. Is there anything else? Oh, maybe that's it. Ah, number 2 is a square. It was diamond, circle, and triangle. Did that work? No. Uh-oh.
What kind of wild goose game are you playing? Janet's kid ain't missing. Get out of my office.
I just wanted to steal a phone number from your office. Ah, he's not happy. Sever the limbs. He's hiding. It's here. Make the path. I was hoping to get the phone number or get into that padlock. Okay, right, we can't get in there. She's watching. Oh, look, the picture changed. The smile repeats. Who's she?
Hello, Patricia. Sorry, but I don't have time to talk today. I'm waiting on a call. The post office.
Yes, I know. I need your phone number. Someone must know. It's here. Seek the laughing man. The way is hard. Right, I'm going upstairs. I thought Janet may be able to help me and give me Mr. Horan's phone number, but as these busybodies will know. Nobody seems to want to talk to me today. No shortcuts, they all have secrets. Right, we need to focus elsewhere. He is waiting for a call from the post office, and I'll give him that call just as soon as I have his phone number. Do you think I need to go that way? Did I get his phone number? Maybe I can. Oh! I guess I did get his phone number. I didn't even realise. Edmund's files. Emergency contact info. 555-8210.
Hello, Mr. Holleran? I'm calling from the 4th Street Post Office. There's a package here you need to sign for.
It's about goddamn time. Do you have any idea how long I've been waiting for you cretins to call? I'll be right there.
Poor post office. Being called cretins. Joe.
I know why you're here.
No, you don't.
Look, it's Patricia, right? You can drop the act. I know what you're looking for.
Which is? You do?
The mountain reaches to the moon.
What are you talking about?
The child talks foolishly in her sleep.
You're not making any sense.
I know who you are. You're one of them.
One of who?
Well, Patricia, you tell them Janet Easley's not coming back to their goddamn secret club. I'm over all that.
Okay. Have you seen anyone suspicious around here?
Suspicious? Other than you?
Yes.
Well, we got some empty rooms, but I'd notice anyone coming or going, unless they're hiding out on the 4th floor or something.
Yes. Who's on the 4th floor?
Not a damn thing. Went up in flames last year. They don't let nobody up there now. Say the whole thing could collapse.
But you haven't seen anybody then?
Nah. But now you mention it, I did have this dream a while back. About the 4th floor. It's so freaky, I even wrote it down.
Okay, what kind of dream?
The recurring kind, apparently. Been going on for days. Always this spooky cat in a mask.
Ah, a mask, eh? Can you describe him for me?
I don't know, some weirdo in a mask. Dreamt I saw him out in the hall, then again on the stairs to the 4th floor. That's some spooky shit, no doubt. Think it means something?
I think so. The Laughing Man.
What?
Thank you for your time. Yeah, in her dream. Let's see if I can get in the Horan's apartment. He's gone down the lift. He's left his door open. The gag cartoons in each issue were well regarded as the articles. More comic strip. The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. I was identified with Watson. What have we got? A raven statue. It's called a Pierrot mask. I don't like masks. Nothing of interest in the closet. Or that one. It's not your fault. Someone's singing. Another vulture, well, a vulture statue this time. Reader's Weekly, I wonder if Bram has published in these. Okay. My Brother's Keeper by Bram Holleran. How far would you go to help your loved ones in a time of desperate need? Many will tell you that they would readily give up their own lives to save those of their family. Throwing yourself in front of a bullet, pushing a child out of the path of an oncoming truck. These are deaths that we glamorize. Honourable deaths. Quick deaths. If we're honest with ourselves, easy deaths. What of the times when the trade is not so straightforward? How many of you would amputate a perfectly good limb to save a loved one? Would you empty your bank account, give up your career prospects, and consign yourself to a life of poverty to rescue a blood relative? Would you agree to be a protracted, painful death by asphyxiation if it meant your closest friends were assured a long and healthy life? Dig into these questions and you'll find that even those who ascribe to selflessness have limits. It is into the recesses of the human soul that I have delved since learning of my brother's disorder. He has a rare degenerative disease that even now, after a decade of treatment, I struggle to understand. The insidiousness of his condition is that it chips away at his mind bit by bit. A woodpecker determined to fell a great redwood. His ability to speak was one of the first facilities to go, followed by the ability to make rational decisions on his own. These days he sleeps, a dreamless, black sleep from which he is only able to awake with the aid of machines and drugs. Even when he is awake and alert, he must be told to dress, eat, even to attend his bodily needs. It is as if he has lost not only his speech, but his basic sentience. Keeping my brother alive has been expensive. His treatment consumed his life savings, then consumed mine. Though we come from an affluent family, the war with rot in my brother's brain has incarcerated both of us in penury. Beyond the financial toll, his treatment requires regular transfusion of cells from a healthy relative, an obligation that, as his sole living kin, I alone can bear. The disorder that has brought my once brilliant brother to his knees is now in the process of cutting off my heels. Is it wrong to wish for the death of a loved one? Is there a point at which selfishness must end? A point beyond which the cost is greater than the reward? When the sun sinks below the horizon and my brother's evening medication has been administered, I sit in my easy chair and am swallowed by shame. Crazy coloured stones in this pot. Okay, so we need 3 statues. one goes here. Hilero. Right, we need one more. C. Holloran, so this is Cole. 10 years since my initial diagnosis. They thought I'd die within the year. To be honest, they probably think that I did die. I've been holed up in here for the most part of a decade. I can't talk and I'm not much to look at these days. So maybe it's better this way. But I'm alive, damn it. I'm alive. The daily regime works. Adding an opiate to the formula was unfortunate but necessary. The addiction is the painful price I have to pay to stay alive. I should be able to hold the disease at bay as long as I continue the treatment. Another 10 years at least, I think. Money is a problem. Proceeds from the house will keep me going for a while. But what happens when the money runs out? Bram says I should concentrate on staying alive. I guess he's right. Cole Holloran, Lab Journal, November 11th, 1955. Shakes so bad I can't hold the pen. Typing these now. Thought about killing myself again? No point. I'll be dead by summer anyway. I don't mind dying, I just want to stop the spasms. Got the lab to send over a bunch of samples. Experiments start tomorrow. Okay. It's locked. Let's go through here. Right. This is like The Shining. This is some very disturbing stuff. All work and no play makes Bram a dull boy. Writing form. Tips for writers. I have some of these issues. What's this doing here? Some of the keys are worn off. Page with 3 symbols. What are the symbols? Square, star. I didn't get to see the last one. Thank you for that. I will say his gun's gone though, so... It is not my intention, dear reader, to release my grasp of you quite yet. As tantalizing as the tale of the slit-mouthed woman may be, I have an even more interesting tidbit from the Orient. Letters from my dear friend Dr. Rokodu of Kyoto describe the living ghost, or Ikiryu, pronounced Ikiryu. Okay. This fascinating apparition behaves much like any ghost of legend, floating around, startling passers-by, even possessing women and murdering enemies. With one key difference. It sources a living person rather than a cold corpse. The spirit leaves the body as one sleeps, it seems, to roam around of its own accord and cause mischief. The denizens of the land of the rising sun consider the living ghost to be emotion embodied, a particularly powerful feeling that freezes itself and wanders the moral plane. Just think, a woman, because it's always a woman, in the theros of despair could strike out at her philandering husband without lifting a finger. She dreams of his death and rises the next morning to find the old gent deader than a doornail. Little does she realize that it was her own emotion, materialized as an angry spirit, that has done the deed. This, my friend, is so much more interesting than the ho-hum western poltergeist. Why bother scaring folks with levitating books when your spirit can kill while you sleep? Very interesting. Ooh, petty, prestigious magazine based out of New York. And another comic. Some of these symbols look like one on the page I found. Square, star, and water. I guess I'm going to need some copper wire for this. Copper wire. Copper wire. Found it. Aha. Current engineering. The Tempest Progenitor. Did I get that piece of comic? Got it. We've got another comic. Heather Road Suspense Comics. Story by Marilyn Dan and art by M. Okamara. Investigating a bizarre series of murders, Heather finds herself in a late-night research session at the local library. Good thing Miss Appleby trusts me to stay in the library after hours. I need to get to the bottom of this mystery. I'm sure there's something important in this old photo, but let's take a closer look. Wait, Mr. Johnson? But that's impossible. This photo, it's from over 70 years ago. This is... What will happen next? Follow for more further episodes of Heather Oates. Let's see what's in the kitchen. We've got a letter on the fridge. Dear Mr. Holleran, thank you for submitting your article, The Circular Logic of Fear, the Monstrosities magazine. Your submissions are so timely that I could nearly set my watch to them. Once a month, without fail, another Bram Holleran treatise on some god-awful subject or another lands upon my desk, and it is my duty as a professional to give it a read. The most painful part of this process is not the text itself, although, to be clear, I would rather chew nails than be subjected to your over. It's a blissfully innocent attitude inherent in each submission. It's clear that you believe, even after so many rejections, that one day the clouds will part like a ray of light from heaven. I will suddenly realize the true genius of your words. Each manuscript comes powered with the hope that this is the one that will prove me wrong, the one that the world will sit up and take notice. Mr. Halloran, in rejecting this latest submission, I would also like to make a request. Please stop submitting your work to my magazine. My sense of professionalism is all that prevents me from tearing every envelope I see with your name on it in half. Please do not force me to test the limits of my composure. With regards, J. Grip, editor of the Monstrosities magazine. Well, God loves a trier. Poor guy. I don't know why he put that on his fridge, to be fair. If I had a rejection letter like that, I'd have ripped it up. Cole Holleran, Lab Journal, March 3rd, 1957. Morning. 2 cc's of mitochondrial fluid at base of neck. Spasm suppression successful, but very painful. Treatment efficiency feels poor. Need to find a way to deploy more directly to the affected sites. Aphasia seems to have fully progressed now. Last week I could still get a word out there and there, but today I'm completely unable to speak. Curiously, I can still sing. Now, I did hear singing earlier, so I wonder if he's dossing around somewhere. Even if the treatment stops the disease, I don't think I'll ever be able to speak again. The damage is done. Still better than dying, I guess. Okay. Let's get to it. Copper wire. Small plaque says, create secret lock, complete the circuit that encloses your code symbols to open. Well, what was it? Square, start, and water. Did it. Found a key. Right. So we found a key and there was a locked door. This one. He must be incredibly sick. He looks terrible. He does look terrible. Looks like E.T. Lead surgeon retires amidst malpractice. April 17, 1953, Chicago, Illinois. Celebrated surgeon Colm Holleran publicly announced his retirement from the field of medicine yesterday amidst claims of malpractice. Holleran, who had established a reputation as a doctor of choice for the rich and famous, has been hounded by a scandal after a series of high-profile patients died in his care. Earlier this year, 23-year-old Peggy Wharton, daughter of hotel mogul Jones Wharton, died during an operation. Halloran had described as routine, leading many to question the surgeon's competency. When people are dying, you can't just chalk it up to bad luck, said a friend of Halloran, who did not wish to be named. Colm is a brilliant surgeon, but after so many failures, the public has lost confidence in him. Halloran made a name for himself in 1946 when he successfully separated two conjoined twins in an operation others had declared impossible. He went on to perform other high-profile surgeries, including the removal of a railroad spike from the brain of a 12-year-old boy. Some in the community believe that Halloran's failures are attributed to a secret medical condition. Halloran declined to comment for this story, but several witnesses attest that the surgeon's hands often shake violently. Continued on A23. His vital signs is alive but comatose. In event of a seizure, oh god, what am I going to do? Ensure serum is being properly mixed. 3 parts mitochondrial culture, blue stuff. 2 parts immunosuppressant, and 1 part morphine. Set the mixer down to 3 and flip the switch to ensure that the compressor is on before mixing solution. Mixer should show blue lights. During active seizure, injection. Hang on, let me try that. Intracerebroventricular injection is required to bypass blood-brain barrier. Blood injector with serum. Locate Ommaya reservoir on the scalp near the top of the forehead. Proceed with the injection. Introduction of serum into the lateral ventricle should cause seizure to abate quickly. Monitor patient carefully for 24 hours post-treatment. No, I didn't take in any of that. Damn it. There's no vial for this injection gun. Ooh, but I have the other statue. So let's put this statue in here. It's probably going to give me the vial. Ooh, something open. B, they are onto us. J. Up to something with Janet. Oh, it was me. I picked up the injector and smashed the vial. So now I need to mix more fluid. Got to clean that up. Right, let me get my head around this. Empty vial, full CO2 vial, right. Stop with the anxiety-inducing bloody music, please. Right. Bram and Cole's apartment. In the event of seizure, right. Ensure serum has been properly mixed. Right. So, 3 parts mitochondrial culture, the blue stuff. 2 parts of immunosuppressant and 1 part of morphine. Right, so the blue stuff. Make sure it's turned on. Right, we need to put in empty vial. It's on. 1, 2, 3. Let's try that one. Is that right? Oh, right, okay. So I've made a mistake. So, was it 2 parts that? And then 2 parts this. And then 1 part this. Looks like it worked. Right. So now we've got a full vial. And we're going to combine that with that. Got our injection gun. CO2 cartridge. Right. I do have one that I found earlier. That's what the CO2 is for. Right. Move the tent. Right, I'm trying to give him the medicine. Done. Did it work? Did I save him? Kept alive via serum. How do I clean this up? Is there a mop in here or anything? Ooh, a letter. Treatment efficiency degraded at first 40%. Hard to focus, fluid reservoirs low, no money. Bram in charge now, helping me set routine. Knows the best. I need something to clean up the mess with. Oh no.
Who's there? I can hear you, damn it.
I have no idea how I survived that. You walked right in. I must have given the slip.
I figured it out. Bram's little secret is his big brother.
Yeah.
Colum is, well, he's on his deathbed. Literally. There's this machine keeping him alive. Looks like Bram gave up writing to be his brother's keeper. There's more. He seems to be up to something with Janet. Guess who's next on my list?
Janet.
The Laughing Man's somewhere in this building. I can feel his presence. In the halls and in my dreams. Maybe the 4th floor?
It's got to be the 4th floor. It looks ominous. And no one else is there. Hello? Okay, folks. So we're going to leave that there. That ends part 3. I'm going to let her go to bed. And we'll continue part 4 very shortly. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you are enjoying it, please leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Give it a like, give it a share, subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.